Have you ever thought about the journey your favorite peanut butter takes before it lands in your pantry? Join us as we explore the fascinating transformation of peanuts, from sun-kissed fields to the bustling factory, unveiling the secrets behind the creamy delight we all crave. Peanut butter, just the name makes your mouth water. It's not just a tasty treat, it's a staple in many kitchens, whether it's on toast, in smoothies, or simply straight from the jar. But have you ever stopped to think about what it takes to make peanut butter? There's a whole process behind that delicious spread. Take a closer look at how peanuts go from the ground to the jar, and you might be surprised by the journey they take. Let's kick things off with harvesting. Now, you might picture farmers out in the fields, picking peanuts by hand like they're gathering apples, right? Well, not quite. Peanuts are harvested with some serious machinery that makes the whole process a whole lot quicker and more efficient. Farmers use massive machines designed to grip the plants and shake them loose from their roots, literally giving those peanuts a good wiggle to get them ready for collection. Once the plants are loosened up, here comes the fun part. Other machines swoop in like eager friends at a party, scooping up the peanuts and separating them from all the dirt and debris. It's a bit like a high-tech peanut cleanup crew. This efficient collection is crucial because we want only the best peanuts to make it into our jars. If we let any of that gunky stuff hang around, it might end up ruining the creamy goodness we love. So, the combination of modern machinery and smart farming techniques ensures we get nothing but the good stuff, perfectly harvested peanuts ready for their journey to becoming peanut butter. After the peanuts are harvested, they're sent off to the processing facility, and let me tell you, it's time for some serious cleaning. These little products travel in huge trucks, rattling down the road as they make their way to their next destination. Picture it, a convoy of trucks filled to the brim with freshly harvested peanuts. When they arrive at the processing facility, they're greeted by a super efficient cleaning setup, ready to whip them into shape. As the peanuts enter this cleaning stage, any unwanted materials, like stones, twigs, and who knows what else, are swiftly removed. The machines hum and whir as they sort through the peanuts, sending everything else packing. Next up, it's time for the shelling process. Machines delicately crack open the outer shells, kind of like popping a balloon, while humans keep a watchful eye on quality control. Do you know how frustrating it can be to deal with those stubborn peanut shells when you're just trying to get to the good stuff? Well, the folks at the factory want to make sure every peanut is perfect for our butter. They're all about that creamy, smooth goodness, and with careful checks at this stage, they ensure that only the best peanuts make the cut. Now, let's talk about treatment. This is where the peanuts get some extra love. After their big adventure through the harvesting and cleaning process, it's time for the peanuts to get pampered a bit. First up is the skin removal process, where they go through a special setup, where air pressure and gentle shaking work together to whisk away that brownish skin, leaving them looking fresh. Once they're all cleaned up, it's time for the boiling process. The peanuts are gently boiled to lock in all that delicious flavor and texture. It's like sealing in a secret recipe that only the best chefs know. Plus, this step is super important for safety. Those boiling waters work to sanitize the peanuts, sending any pesky bacteria packing and ensuring everything is squeaky clean. So, as our peanuts take a warm dip, they're not just getting ready to taste great. They're also prepping to become a healthy snack that you can feel good about. After this pampering session, our peanuts are ready to head to the roasting stage. And let me tell you, that's where the real flavor magic happens. Next up, it's time to roast. This is where the real magic happens. Imagine walking into a cozy kitchen filled with the warm, nutty aroma of freshly roasted peanuts wafting through the air. It's almost irresistible. Roasting is a crucial step that brings out the rich, natural flavor of the peanuts, transforming them into the delicious snacks we all know and love. As those peanuts tumble around in the roasting machines, they get that beautiful golden brown color and that signature crunch that makes them so satisfying. It's like watching a chef work their magic, turning simple ingredients into something extraordinary. But hold on, the adventure isn't over yet. Once the peanuts have been perfectly roasted, they need to cool down to a safe temperature. We don't want any soggy peanuts ruining our grinding process, right? Picture this. The peanuts rush through a high-tech cooling system that resembles a mini roller coaster ride, swiftly bringing their temperature down while keeping that perfect crunch intact. It's all about striking the right balance, ensuring that each peanut maintains its delightful texture. So, after their thrilling roast and cool journey, these peanuts are now primed and ready to be ground into that creamy concoction we crave. Just wait until you see what happens next. Now, for the fun part, grinding. This is where peanuts transform into peanut butter, and let me tell you, it's a sight to behold. Picture this. Roasted peanuts are funneled into these massive grinding machines that look like something out of a sci-fi movie. They're super powerful, whirring and churning as they turn those beautiful golden brown peanuts into a smooth, creamy paste. It's like watching the mighty peanuts come together to create a delightful spread that we can't get enough of. But wait, the excitement doesn't stop there. Here's where it gets even more interesting. Some manufacturers spice things up by adding flavor enhancers, a pinch of salt, and sometimes even a sprinkle of sugar. This is the secret sauce that takes peanut butter from good to amazing. Whether you're a fan of the classic sweet variety or you prefer something a bit more savory, there's a flavor profile to tickle everyone's taste buds. Now, let's talk texture. The grinding machines aren't just one size fits all. They can work their magic to achieve that perfect consistency. Everything gets homogenized to ensure a creamy, dreamy texture. No one likes an unexpected chunky peanut butter surprise unless, of course, that's your jam. It's like having a custom peanut butter order, smooth and velvety for those lazy toast days or a bit crunchy for when you're feeling adventurous. As the grinding process wraps up, those peanuts are no longer just snacks. They've become a luscious spread ready to spread joy on toast, sandwiches, or even straight from the jar. Who knew a simple peanut could be so versatile? Once our peanut butter is all ready, it's time for the grand finale, packaging. Trust me, we want those jars to look as good as they taste. You can imagine a busy factory floor where automated machines are buzzing with energy, ready to work their wonders, and those machines spring into action, filling jars with that creamy goodness. But wait, freshness and quality are top priorities here. As the jars get filled, they're sealed tight to keep that delectable flavor locked in. After all, no one wants a jar of peanut butter that's lost its charm before it even makes it home. And then comes the presentation for retail, and jars are prepped for display in stores, all lined up and looking irresistible. Imagine strolling down the aisle, and there they are, glimmering under the lights, their labels bright and eye-catching, practically calling out to you. It's all about that pick me vibe. The design is carefully crafted to catch your eye because who can say no to a beautifully packaged jar of peanut butter? As shoppers pass by, they can't help but imagine spreading that creamy goodness on toast, in smoothies, or straight from the jar with a spoon. And just like that, these jars are ready to make their way to your kitchen. But wait, there's more. Let's talk about some seriously indulgent specialty products. Have you ever tried chocolate peanut butter? If not, you're in for a treat. Picture this. Roasted peanuts, perfectly crunchy and golden, are taken on a delightful journey where they get a luxurious chocolate makeover. First, they're coated in a rich, velvety chocolate that clings to each peanut, wrapping it in sweetness. Imagine the blissful moment when you pop one into your mouth. The crunch of the peanut meets the smoothness of chocolate, creating a flavor explosion that dances on your taste buds. It's honestly the best of both worlds, a snack and dessert rolled into one. Perfect for satisfying those sweet cravings when you're feeling a bit naughty but still want to enjoy that nutty goodness. Whether you're drizzling it over pancakes, swirling it into your smoothie bowl, or just eating it straight from the jar like a true peanut butter connoisseur, chocolate peanut butter is here to elevate your snacking game. It's like having a mini celebration with every spoonful. So, there you have it. The incredible journey of peanuts from the farm to the factory and into your jar. It's amazing to see how modern technology ensures quality and efficiency at every step. Peanut butter isn't just delicious, it's packed with protein and healthy fats. So next time you enjoy a spoonful or spread it on toast, remember the journey it took to get there. Who knew peanuts had such a wild ride? So the next time you see that enticing jar on the shelf, don't resist. Grab it and treat yourself to a little indulgence. You deserve it. Are you curious how that delicious golden honey ends up in your kitchen? Stick around as we take you from flower to factory to your table. We'll dive into the fascinating world of honey production, exploring everything from the buzzing bees to the sweet jars we all love.
First off, let's talk about honey. This natural sweetener isn't just tasty, it's packed with health benefits. From soothing sore throats to being a natural energy booster, honey is a staple in many homes. But how is it made? Traditionally, harvesting honey meant a lot of hard work and buzzing around. But understanding the honey production process is key to appreciating this liquid gold. Let's start with the bees. The life of a honeybee is quite a journey, like a magical adventure from the moment they hatch. Picture this: tiny bee eggs nestled safely in hexagonal wax cells, all thanks to the hard-working bees buzzing around like little architects, crafting their homes with precision. As these little larvae grow up, they're surrounded by their buzzing family, all working together in harmony. But the real fun begins when they're ready to step out into the big, wide world. Armed with their specialized tongues, they embark on a quest to gather nectar from vibrant flowers, dancing from blossom to blossom in a joyful frenzy. And here's the sweet twist: they have a special honey stomach just for this nectar. It's like a personal reservoir for the sweetest treasure they can find. Can you imagine walking around with a tummy that's just waiting to be filled with all that sugary goodness? Talk about having a sweet tooth. Now, it's time for honey harvesting. A beekeeper in their full protective gear, looking like a space explorer ready to dive into the unknown. Seriously, those suits are like superhero capes, keeping our brave beekeepers safe from any surprise bee attacks. Remember, bees aren't exactly welcoming when it comes to uninvited guests. To ease their buzzing worries, the beekeeper uses smoke, which works like a natural chill pill, calming the bees down so they can go about their business without a fuss. It's kind of like creating a cozy atmosphere at a party where everyone can relax. Armed with tools like hive scrapers and gentle bee brushes, the beekeeper begins the delicate process of separating the frames filled with honey, all while navigating the bustling hive. Each frame reveals a glistening honeycomb, and as the bees buzz around, it feels like you're in the heart of a sweet, buzzing community. What a wild and wonderful scene it is. After the big honey harvest, the excitement doesn't stop there. It's time for the careful transfer of those honey-filled frames into boxes. And let me tell you, it's like moving a treasure chest of sweetness, the beekeeper gently placing each frame into these sturdy boxes, like a guardian of all that deliciousness. You can almost hear the honey singing with joy as it gets snugged away for the journey ahead. It's a bit like packing up your favorite snacks for a road trip. You want to make sure everything is secure and ready to go. Once those boxes are all packed up, it's showtime as they're loaded onto a truck, ready to hit the road and roll on over to the processing facility. As the truck rumbles along, you can picture the sweet aroma of honey wafting through the air, teasing everyone nearby with its delightful scent. It's a journey full of anticipation, knowing that soon, this liquid gold of honey will be transformed into something amazing that we can all enjoy. Once the honey-filled boxes arrive at the factory, it's like stepping into a candy wonderland for honey lovers. Here, the real magic unfolds. Picture this. Our busy beekeepers roll up their sleeves and start by removing the top layer of the hive, carefully unveiling the golden treasure that lies beneath. It's like peeling back the lid on a jar of your favorite treat. You just know something delicious is waiting for you. And then comes the extraction phase, where the excitement kicks into high gear. They load the honeycomb frames into these impressive spinning machines, and as the machines whir to life, it's like a honey merry-go-round. The force works its wonders, sending honey flying out of the combs and into waiting containers below. It's a sweet spectacle to behold, with honey swirling around like a golden tornado. Next up in our sweet journey is the purification process, and let me tell you, it's a crucial step in ensuring that only the finest honey makes it to our tables. Picture this scene: buckets of that rich golden honey rolling into a big mixing tank, where it's churned and stirred like a big pot of love. This is where the magic happens. Any little bits of wax or bee debris get filtered out, making sure that what you end up with is silky smooth and oh so delicious. Quality control is the name of the game here because the folks at the factory know that only the best honey deserves to wear the label. Imagine a dedicated team tasting samples and checking the consistency, ensuring that every jar is packed with that sweet, pure goodness. It's a labor of love, really, as they want to make sure you're getting the absolute best in every drop. And with each batch that passes the test, you can almost feel the excitement building. This honey is ready to spread joy, one spoonful at a time. Now, let's dive into the packaging process, where all the hard work finally pays off. Imagine walking into a factory bustling with activity, where the air is thick with the sweet aroma of honey. Here, the temperature is just right, keeping the honey fluid and ready to flow. It's kind of like a honey party where everyone is getting ready to head out. Automated systems take center stage, with conveyor belts smoothly transporting jars like a slick assembly line of sweetness. As the jars whiz by, filling nozzles spring into action, pouring just the right amount of honey into each one. No one wants a sticky mess all over the floor, right? Once filled, the jars get sealed with a satisfying pop. And then it's time for the labeling party. Quality checks happen at every step, ensuring that each jar meets the highest standards. It's a bit like a final inspection before the big show, where only the best get the golden seal of approval. Soon, it'll be on store shelves, waiting to bring joy to breakfast tables everywhere. But wait, there's more to this honey story than just jars. Some of that luscious honey takes a delightful detour into the world of specialty products, like the ever-adorable honey spoons. The beekeepers, armed with their keen sense of taste, carefully sample batches of honey, selecting only the creamiest and most flavorful ones. It's like a honey tasting party, where the best of the best gets chosen for a special mission. Once the perfect honey is handpicked, it's time to get creative. They pour this liquid gold into molds, shaping it into cute spoon forms that look almost too good to eat. Almost. These little spoons are perfect for stirring into a warm cup of tea or coffee, adding a touch of sweetness that melts effortlessly. Can you imagine cozying up with a cup of your favorite drink, stirring in one of these charming spoons and watching it dissolve like magic? It's not just a treat for your taste buds, it's also a fun way to enjoy honey. So next time you see those delightful honey spoons, you'll know there's a whole lot of love and care packed into each one, ready to bring a sprinkle of sweetness to your day. From the hard-working bees buzzing in their hives to the sweet jars on store shelves, honey production beautifully blends traditional methods with modern technology. Next time you drizzle honey on your breakfast or add it to your tea, remember the amazing journey it took to get there. Not only is honey delicious, but it's also loaded with health benefits. Who knew a little bee could make such a big difference? Thanks for joining us on this sweet journey. See you next time. Welcome to our sweet adventure. Ever wondered how that delicious jar of Nutella makes its way from cocoa farms to your breakfast table? Today we'll take you on a journey from the lush cocoa fields to the high-tech factories where Nutella was born. Buckle up for a mouth-watering experience. Nutella, the beloved chocolate hazelnut spread that we all know and love. But do you know how it's made? Planting cocoa is the foundational step in creating the rich chocolate flavor we adore in products like Nutella. It begins with selecting high-quality cocoa beans, which are then planted in well-drained, nutrient-rich soil, often under the canopy of taller trees that provide essential shade. Cocoa trees thrive in tropical climates, requiring consistent rainfall and warm temperatures to flourish. After planting, it typically takes about 3 to 5 years for the trees to mature and start producing their first pods. Farmers carefully tend to the trees, ensuring they receive proper care through pruning and pest management. This nurturing process is crucial because the quality of the cocoa beans harvested directly impacts the flavor of the final chocolate product. When the time is right, farmers embark on their harvesting adventure, armed with machetes and a keen eye for ripe cocoa pods. They traverse rows of cocoa trees, carefully inspecting each pod like they're treasure hunters on a mission. Once they spot the perfect pods, they skillfully chop them down, ensuring they only select the ripest ones bursting with flavor. After gathering the harvest, it's all hands on deck to open these pods and extract the precious cocoa beans nestled inside, like unwrapping little gifts of chocolate goodness. These beans are then transported to processing units, where they'll begin their transformation into the cocoa we know and love. It's a labor of love that connects the farmers to their land and the rich flavors that will ultimately end up in jars of Nutella, reminding us that every delicious bite has a story behind it, rooted in nature and hard work. Now that our cocoa pods are all harvested, it's time for some serious cleaning. Imagine a scene straight out of a chocolate lover's dream. Large machine cutters humming away as they split open those pods, revealing the precious cocoa nibs hidden inside, glistening like little chocolate treasures. Once the nibs are extracted, they don't just jump straight to the party. They undergo an air drying process that's a bit like giving them a spa day. This gentle drying helps to enhance their flavor and prepare them for what's next. But wait, there's more. Quality control is key. The nibs go through preliminary tests, where they're scrutinized to make sure only the best of the best make it into our Nutella. This whole process ensures that when we finally scoop Nutella onto our toast, we're not just getting a tasty treat. We're enjoying a carefully crafted masterpiece that started with those humble little cocoa nibs. After that thorough cleaning and quality check, the nibs are packed up and transported to the next stage of their adventure. Imagine the scene, a conveyor belt humming along, carrying these precious nibs to a vibrating machine. This machine shakes and wiggles, effortlessly removing any fine skins that cling to the nibs, almost like shaking off a little dust after a long day. Once they're all cleaned up, it's roasting time. The nibs get cozy in a big roaster, where they soak up heat and transform, developing that rich chocolatey flavor we all crave. It's kind of like toasting marshmallows over a campfire. The magic happens when they get that warm, toasty goodness. The roasted nibs are ground down into fine cocoa powder, and you can practically hear the excitement in the factory. This is where Nutella starts to take shape, as all those delicious flavors come together, ready to be blended into that irresistible spread we can't get enough of. Now, let's talk about what makes Nutella. Well, Nutella. First, we need sugar. This involves cleaning and shredding, followed by the sugar-making process, ensuring quality at every step. Then there's the milk. Nutella sources high-quality milk from well-fed cows. And yes, they make sure to test the milk before it's used. And let's not forget about the hazelnuts. These gems are harvested in Turkey using heavy machinery. After harvesting, they're roasted and separated from their shells, ready to become the star of our show. Now, where does the palm oil come from? When it's time for harvesting, skilled workers swing into action, climbing up those tall trunks to collect the ripe palm fruit. Once harvested, the fruits are brought to a processing facility where they undergo a meticulous sterilization process. This ensures everything is squeaky clean and ready for use. Afterward, they are put through a threshing process where the outer shells are removed, revealing the juicy flesh inside. Finally, it's time for the big reveal. The palm fruit is mechanically pressed, extracting that precious golden palm oil that plays a crucial role in giving Nutella its smooth texture and delightful consistency. This oil isn't just any oil, it's a little liquid gold that helps our favorite spread stay creamy and dreamy. So, when you dig into your jar of Nutella, you can think about the journey of that palm oil, from the palm trees swaying in the sunshine to becoming an essential ingredient in every delicious bite. Now comes the moment we've all been waiting for, the blending. Picture the scene, a big shiny mixing machine, ready to create pure magic. The hazelnut paste, rich and fragrant, is first poured in. Next, the cocoa powder swoops in, adding that deep chocolatey goodness that makes our hearts skip a beat. As the two mix together, it's like a perfect marriage of flavors, creating a smooth and velvety base. But hold on, because here come the star players, the sugar and milk powder, ready to join the party, with a few secret ingredients tossed in for good measure, because what's a great recipe without a little mystery? The mixing process kicks into high gear. The machine whirs and spins, blending everything into a luscious, creamy mixture that looks almost too good to be true. It's a wild transformation from individual ingredients to the Nutella we know and love. And you can almost imagine the flavors dancing together in harmony. As the mixture is finished, it's not just a spread. It's a sweet symphony of flavors that will soon find its way onto our toast, pancakes, and, let's be honest, right off the spoon. So next time you enjoy that decadent scoop, just remember the fun and flair that went into blending those ingredients into the Nutella masterpiece we can't resist. All right, folks, it's nearly showtime for our beloved Nutella to make its grand entrance onto store shelves. Imagine a bustling factory floor filled with excitement and anticipation, where glass jars are lined up, ready to be filled with that creamy goodness. As the first scoop of Nutella is poured into each jar, it's like the spread is getting a cozy little home, snug and warm. Advanced machines work tirelessly to ensure that every jar is filled to perfection with just the right amount, so no flavor is left behind. You can practically feel the energy in the air as the jars move along the conveyor belt, getting sealed tightly to keep that delightful flavor locked inside, like a secret recipe waiting to be revealed. But the fun doesn't stop there. Quality checks come into play, ensuring that everything is up to snuff. Inspectors are like vigilant guards, making sure that not a single drop of Nutella goes to waste. Once they pass the final inspection, the jars are packed up with care, ready to embark on their journey to grocery stores and ultimately to your kitchen. So when you grab that jar off the shelf, just know it's been through a whirlwind of excitement, and it's all set to bring a little sweetness to your day. From cocoa farms to factories, the production of Nutella is a blend of traditional methods and cutting-edge technology. It's amazing how something so delicious has such an intricate journey. Next time you enjoy Nutella, remember all the hard work that goes into every spoonful. And hey, did you know that hazelnuts are packed with vitamins and healthy fats? Just a little Nutella knowledge for you. After all, what's life without a little sweetness? Did you ever wonder how those perfectly crispy golden French fries are made? If you love these golden bites, come with us as we're going behind the scenes of a mega factory to see exactly how millions of fries are processed every day, using some seriously impressive technology. It all starts with picking the perfect potato. And let me tell you, these people don't mess around. They're after only the best. These aren't your everyday potatoes. They're carefully chosen because they have this unique balance of taste and texture that's perfect for frying. Think of that fluffy inside and crispy outside you get with each bite. That's all thanks to this special variety. Most of these spuds are grown in the US, where the soil and climate create just the right conditions to make them the fry superstar. Imagine fields stretching out for miles, where each potato is cultivated with the ultimate goal of becoming a golden fry. It's a careful choice that starts on the farm and sets the stage for everything that comes next. Before we dive deeper into the factory, let's rewind to where it all begins: the planting of those essential potatoes. It starts in the spring when farmers carefully select the best seeds to get things rolling. The process is almost like a little science experiment. Farmers prep the soil, making sure it's just right for those potatoes to thrive. Once the soil is warmed up, they plant seed potatoes. Yes, that's right. Potatoes that are specially chosen to sprout and grow into more potatoes. As these seed potatoes begin to grow, they sprout green leaves above the ground while their roots dig deep, soaking up nutrients from the earth. Farmers work hard, checking for pests and ensuring the plants have enough water to thrive, because healthy plants mean better potatoes. After several months of care, those little seedlings will grow into robust potato plants, ready to be harvested and transformed into the fries we love. It's amazing to think that the journey of your favorite fries starts right here in the dirt, nurtured by the hands of dedicated farmers. When harvest time hits, it's go time on the fields. Imagine massive machines rolling along, digging up row after row of potatoes, scooping them up like they're treasure. And in a way, they are. These aren't just any potatoes, they're the start of the famous fries. The process is like a well-choreographed dance, with each machine designed to grab, clean, and sort the potatoes on the go. Dirt is brushed off, debris gets left behind, and those spuds are prepped before they're even out of the ground. This makes everything super efficient, with potatoes moving straight from field to storage in no time, keeping them at their freshest. And with the constant demand for those fries worldwide, these machines run almost around the clock. It's all about speed, precision, and making sure each potato is ready for the journey ahead. Once those potatoes are freshly harvested, they're taken to giant warehouses. Picture entire football fields stacked high with spuds, just waiting for their moment to shine. These storage spaces are like potato paradises, kept cool and ready for quick access whenever production calls. And here's a mind-blowing fact. This mega factory churns out about 9 million pounds of fries every single day. That's enough to serve a small country in fries alone. But don't be fooled. Each step in the factory is a dance of precision, turning each potato into that perfectly crispy golden fry we all know. So, with the raw spuds prepped and ready, it's time to head inside the factory, where the real magic begins. Now that these potatoes are in the factory, the first stop is a serious deep cleaning session. Imagine conveyor belts buzzing with thousands of potatoes, rolling through streams of water and over vibrating belts that knock off any last bit of dirt. It's like a potato spa day. Next, they meet the peelers, which work fast and efficiently to get those skins off, leaving the potato just right without losing too much of the good stuff inside. But the cleaning isn't over yet. For that extra level of food safety, the potatoes get a final wash in a mild chlorine rinse, giving each one a spotless, squeaky clean finish. By now, these potatoes are prepped, polished, and ready to begin their transformation into the golden fries we love. Now comes the fun part, the slicing. Once cleaned and peeled, the potatoes head into the cutting chambers, where they're about to meet the high-speed water knives. Picture this, jets of water moving so fast they slice right through the potatoes in a split second, making thousands of perfect fries in the blink of an eye. This isn't your average kitchen knife. It's precision engineering designed to keep each fry the same size and shape. Why does that matter? Well, it's all about that even cook, so each fry comes out crispy on the outside and fluffy on the inside, just like us fans love them. And if a fry isn't quite up to standard, no problem. Special sensors catch any odd shapes, sorting them out so only the best fries move on. It's a perfect blend of high-tech machinery and quality control, all working together to make sure every fry in your order is spot on. Now that the potatoes are all perfectly sliced, they get a few special treatments to keep them looking and tasting just right. First up, there's a light coating of sugar. Yeah, sugar. It's not for taste, but for that golden color we all know and crave. This tiny touch helps the fries stay beautifully golden once they're fried. Then comes a bit of sodium pyrophosphate, which sounds fancy, but just keeps the fries from turning gray. After that, they take a quick dip in boiling water, a step that's key for that perfect fry texture we all know, the fluffy inside and crispy outside. And just when you think they're ready to go, each fry is carefully inspected for any weird shapes or sizes that don't meet the high-quality standards. It's like a mini spa treatment before the frying magic happens. Now comes the first big moment, the pre-fry. These fries head into giant vats filled with a unique oil blend that has been fine-tuned over the years. The fries take a quick dip, just long enough to cook them about halfway, locking in that perfect golden color and creating a crispy layer that'll stay intact until it hits the fryer at your local kitchens. This pre-fry is like sealing in all the goodness, flavor, and texture that make these fries irresistible. Once they're pulled out, the fries get a blast of air drying, which cools them down and gets them ready for the final step before they're shipped out, flash freezing. At this point, these fries are prepped and almost ready for their journey to restaurants worldwide, just waiting for that final crispy finish. After the pre-fry and air drying, the fries are now set for their final prep step, flash freezing. Imagine these golden strips rolling through a powerful blast of cold air, freezing them almost instantly. Why so fast? Well, quick freezing locks in all that fresh flavor and the perfect texture, so by the time they reach your local restaurants, they taste like they just left the fryer. This flash freezing keeps each fry crispy, fluffy, and ready for its grand finale in the fryer once it arrives at the restaurant. Once frozen, the fries are packed up into massive crates and stored in chilled warehouses until it's time for them to hit the road. From there, they're loaded onto trucks and shipped to the locations worldwide, where they're waiting to be served up hot, fresh, and perfectly golden. Now, let's talk about some healthier facts about those beloved French fries. While fries might not be the first thing that comes to mind when you think healthy, there are some surprising tidbits worth mentioning. First off, the fries are cooked in a blend of oils that includes canola and soybean oil, which are lower in saturated fat compared to some other frying oils. Plus, a medium serving of fries contains about 340 calories, which isn't as crazy as you might think, especially when you consider it's a side dish. And let's not forget, potatoes are a good source of vitamins and minerals like potassium, vitamin C, and fiber. If you eat them in moderation, they can be part of a balanced diet. So, the next time you indulge in those crispy fries, remember they've got a little more going for them than just being delicious. Enjoying them alongside a salad or a fruit cup can balance out the meal and make it even better. The food processing doesn't stop with fries. It's a full-on, high-tech operation for everything on the menu. Picture this: giant machines peeling and dicing onions faster than any chef could dream of, with each piece chopped to perfection. And apples? They're pured in seconds, capturing that sweet, fresh flavor for everything from apple pies to breakfast smoothies. Each product goes through its unique journey, with every step using the latest tech to ensure top quality, consistency, and that familiar taste you expect every single time. It's like each ingredient has its own backstage story, all coming together to create that memorable experience we all know and love. From the fields to the factory, and finally to your plate, the process of creating French fries is truly remarkable. It's incredible to think that a simple potato undergoes such a sophisticated transformation to become the crispy, golden fries we all enjoy. The blend of traditional farming practices and modern technology ensures that each fry is not only delicious, but also consistent in quality. This behind-the-scenes look at the mega factory reveals the dedication and innovation that go into producing millions of fries every day, making them a staple in fast food culture around the globe.